Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. I hope you guys had an amazing end of year 2017 and I hope none of those 2018 psychic predictions came true. Welcome to all my new subscribers. I did get a lot of new subscribers over the holiday and I'm so happy because I love every single one of you and it makes me so happy when someone subscribes to my channel. That means that you like what I do and you like my content, and that's just really fucking cool. If you're not a subscriber, I think you should subscribe because I post videos every single week and we always do videos on creepy, cool, and interesting subjects. Make sure you hit that red subscribe button right here, and this one is not a button, this is just a reminder, and then hit that notification bell so that you're notified every time I post a new video. So I will warn you, two different things. First, I have a cold, so my eye is leaking. I'm not crying, it's like literally leaking. I don't know why. And I'm sorry if I sound congested or if I sound like crap. It's because I did get sick over the holidays. I want to warn you that this video is not a fun video. This video is about suicide and depression, and it's going to be a little bit dark. So if you're not into that stuff, which I wouldn't imagine anyone to be into this stuff, make sure you click away, watch another video of mine. But I am going to cover the suicide forest and the Logan Paul scandal and all that stuff and what I think about it. We're going to go a little bit into the history of the forest and what it means to people of Japan and people all around the world. For those that don't know Logan Paul, which I didn't know who Logan Paul was, but his latest video has caused quite a stir. If you do go looking for it, you probably won't find it on his YouTube channel because he took it down due to the controversy that it caused. But Logan and his friends are on a trip to Japan and they went to visit the Aokigahara forest, which for those that don't know, that is the suicide forest in Japan. The #2 spot in the world to commit suicide, and it's just the most creepy and bizarre location I think I've ever read about. The Aokigahara forest is also known as Jukai, or Sea of Trees, and it's located at the base of Mount Fiji. So at 864 CE, Mount Fiji exploded and that lava, which is full of minerals and vitamins, actually created this forest at the base. It is a beautiful 12 square mile forest. There's a lot of school groups that go there for school field trips, and people go there as tourists all the time. The deeper you go into it, the freakier it gets. One, it's a very large forest, so you could easily walk into it and never come out. The further you go into this forest, the less cell service you have, and eventually even compasses stop working. If you go into this forest and you get lost, you're basically screwed. If your phone and your compass don't work, how the heck are you gonna find your way out? It is a huge forest. Another creepy fact about this forest is that the lava at the base of the forest is still very porous. So what happens is it absorbs a lot of sound. This forest is super quiet, and there's no animals that live there. Apart from the rustling of birds, there's no wildlife. This place is incredibly quiet. No one can find you. You get lost in there and you never come out. I have a feeling like a lot of people do go in there as tourists and just lose themselves in there, both physically and maybe mentally and psychologically, and they just never come out, and unfortunately they die that way. It is making me uncomfortable to talk about, though, I'm not gonna lie, because this is still a place where real people go to take their last breath, and they feel like they have no other choice. Actually, the time that people most commit suicide in Japan is in March, which is the end of the fiscal year. So what happens is a lot of businessmen go to the Aokigahara forest to commit suicide because they feel like they're failures in what they do, and they'd rather commit suicide than kind of live with the shame, I guess. And I say this with a grain of salt. This is obviously not what I believe in. It's a very dark, very intense. So Japan has one of the highest rates of suicides in the world, and that's because suicide there is treated very differently than suicide in other countries. A lot of people in Japan work extremely hard. What happens is when they are unemployed or they owe money to the bank or something happens in their family and they feel fiscally responsible, one of the responses is to commit suicide. Let's go forth and talk about the whole Logan Paul scandal. Logan Paul is a super famous YouTube star. He used to be on Disney Channel and now he's on YouTube. He has like 4 million subscribers. He's super popular and his demographic is 6 to 18 years old, so he has a lot of young subscribers. Logan Paul and his friends went to the Aokigahara forest to camp out. I guess they were going ghost hunting, and what happened was they were looking for a place to camp out and they ran across a dead body. The controversy comes in where he filmed the body and put it as his thumbnail in in his video, and people thought that was incredibly inappropriate. I think it was incredibly inappropriate because it was basically clickbait. The video was titled, "We found a dead body." Wow. That person committed suicide that same day that they found him. There was still blood pooling in his hands. He had committed suicide by hanging, and actually that's one of the two ways that people most often commit suicide in the Ogigahara Forest. It's either by hanging or by overdose. This man had gone in there with the final decision that he was going to take his own life, and Logan Paul just comes in and videotapes him, puts him as his thumbnail, and then proceeds to have the most bizarre reaction ever. But I will say that there is no correct reaction to seeing a dead body. So here's Logan Paul with his bro attitude. He's like, "I've never seen a dead body. Oh my God." He's freaking out, but he's also cracking jokes and laughing. You can see his friends kind of smiling in the background, and they keep panning back and forth to the body. I mean, it was super bizarre, and I was like, I get that you might have filmed that because you were filming a vlog and that's just your natural inclination, but why the heck would you put it on YouTube? Why? Like, I don't know, that was like so wildly inappropriate, and I don't agree with it, and I don't think he should have done it. And obviously he blurred out the face of the man, but it doesn't take away from the fact that he did this as clickbait. Clickbaiting is basically putting up something extremely controversial as your title, as your thumbnail, just to get views, just to get ad clicks. People do it all the time. I'm not gonna lie and say I haven't done it. There's a line that needs to be kind of drawn in the sand somewhere. You can't do some of this stuff. You can't post someone's deceased body as a thumbnail, and I'm so glad it's been taken down, but unfortunately it has been reshared and re-uploaded on other social media sites, so I did see it. Another reason why the Ogigahara Forest is considered to be this prime spot for suicide is because of the Yuki spirits, which are mythological Japanese spirits that are said to haunt this forest. I guess people think that if they commit suicide there, they're going to be at one with these spirits. It just seems like it's a portal to the afterlife, and people do believe that. People think that this is like the rightful place to go. There's also been books written about this place and how star-crossed lovers have died in that forest, so people often take their loved ones and that book and commit suicide in the forest. We also have a lot of instances of people taking their elderly and sickly parents or family members and leaving them in this forest to die. I mean, this stuff is so dark. I don't think Logan Paul gave this place the respect that it deserved. So what do you guys think about the situation? I think it's interesting, dark, creepy. That place is probably haunted beyond belief. There's even a sign in front of the forest before you go in that says, "Think of your family. Please call this hotline. We'll get someone to help you." I mean, they really do try, but I think that there needs to be some other way of preventing people from going into this forest. Scientists believe that Mount Fiji is said to explode again. The same lava that created the forest will eventually kill this forest once and for all, and I mean, I can only hope for that, but gosh, there's like no good way of looking into this story. Also, if you guys are having issues with depression and dealing with thoughts of suicide, I want you to know that you're not alone. Please make sure that you call somebody, especially the 1-800 number that I'm going to post right here, which is the suicide prevention hotline. Don't be a stranger. If you need somebody to talk to, message me, message your friends, message somebody, I don't care who it is, and just talk about it, let it out, because suicide is not the answer. It's never, ever, ever, ever the answer. And I just want to say I love you so much. Yes, you watching, you're important, you matter, and I love you. I created this channel because I wanted a place to talk about different, weird, scary, cool subjects without being bullied or harassed about it. I wanted to create something that was a safe space. So you're welcomed here and you're loved here, and make sure you check out my other videos too. I posted a 2018 psychic predictions video, and you can hit that right here and go to that. Make sure you watch it and give it a thumbs up, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.